I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. All right, guys, what you need to know. So, we are going to also do zodiac signs in case you want to pick that way. If not, pile one, you have this practice tenderness card with the number 32. There's a hummingbird on it. And you have the rose quartz heart. Pile three, number 37 with unleash your passion. And you have the green adventurine heart. Number three, number 13, trust your wisdom with the, what is this called? Clear quartz heart. All right, let's get the zodiacs. We have Leo, Cancer, Gemini, and Aquarius. For pile one, pile two is Virgo, Taurus, Libra, and Sagittarius. And last but not least, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. All right, guys. Go ahead and pick your pile. Pause if you need to. Timestamps are down in the description. I'll see you there. Alrighty, pile one with your rose quartz heart. You are, if you chose with your zodiac, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, and Aquarius. Let's just put these here. And you had card number 32 with practice tenderness. So we've got quite a bit of cards here. Well, I mean, large cards is what I should say. So let's do the smaller cards. Let's see if we can squish things here. We have patience and embody grace. Commitment. The search. Temptress. Blue Messiah. Wow. Blue Star. Interesting, guys. Stretch. Alchemy. And mastery. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's see if I can see all the numbers here. So 32, 20, 44, 6, 47, 15, 3, 4, and 48. This is a really strong pile, man. Strong reading. I mean, even this grace card is so full of strength with this almost looks like a lion, moose, deer, something holding up with its antlers all the mess of the world, allowing grace. But that takes strength to do that. Blue Messiah is a massive card. The deck is called the Blue Messiah reading deck. And then your blue star card, like it's just chock full of strength. Okay, so I am getting this like these three cards going together in regards to commitment, the Temptress, and the Search. There is feeling lost, confused, lonely, and this one says seduction, deceit, a broken promise. So, I mean, overall, we're just gonna go there, I guess, right? It feels like either you betrayed or they betrayed you in some fashion. There was a broken promise of some kind, deceit of some kind. Sorry, taking a sip of coffee. My vocal cords are not warmed up yet this morning. So, I do want to say that, okay, so if it's you that committed it, this is talking about being tender towards yourself, practicing grace towards yourself, not beating yourself up. Of course, it's good to learn the lesson, of course, but we don't need to ram it into ourselves, right? If it's someone else that has done it, to also practice having patience and kindness and embodying grace. It is okay to feel angry. It is okay to have all the emotions. It's more than okay. But once you've let the emotions happen, who do you want to be as a person? How do you want to respond? Do you want to have kindness in your heart, or do you want to have anger and revenge? Right? What's more freeing? Revenge is not freeing. That's keeping you trapped into the power of someone else. So practice tenderness, patience, grace. I do want to look up this card. I've actually never looked at it before, which is fascinating to me. So I do want to look this one up, but I am really getting this feeling about these last cards over here, leading you in a different direction than you've been going in. I do. I feel like there's something. This stretch card to me is like stretching out your, like widening your horizons, trying something different. So let me go ahead and look this up and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm actually just gonna read it to you. It kind of, to me, kind of goes with what we actually just talked about. So, it says, in this divided and changing world, many are searching for truth. Many people believe that their way is the best and only way to salvation. This can cause confusion amongst the masses and uncertainty on their individual paths and belief systems. The Blue Messiah represents the divine light of truth within you. Be discerning and trust your inner light and truth to guide you. Don't get caught up in the energy fields of judgment, anger, and fear, which may be emitted from souls around you. Shine your radiant, loving light, dear one. It is only through your unconditional love and compassion that dividing walls melt away. This card serves as confirmation that you are on the right path. Don't turn down your radiant light due to comparisons, condemnation, and criticism from others and their egos. Stand your ground with truth, love, and integrity. Avoid comparing or judging the journey and choices of others, and you will align with divine truth. So, in other words, let them be and keep giving your kindness, right? Let them do what they're going to do, be in their own energy, whatever that energy is, and bring forth love, bring forth kindness. I do want to say, it can be hard to do that. It can be hard to be presented with other people's intense energy and to remain held back and to remain in love, right? And within light, and to not give into the energy, because that kind of energy, it pushes people away or it invites it back, right? It's warring energy. And so when you're presented with that, do your best to take a step back, to just calm yourself, Let them have their energy. That's for them. If you yourself get into it, I on some hand there might be good cause for counseling, for professional help. They might have better answers for you, or at least better tools, especially if it's an energy in your that you're in a lot. Another option could be that you do have some kind of spiritual attack going on, and this is like the energy that's on you, and you don't realize it. That's a possibility as well. Uh, I do feel, yeah, okay. So example I'm being given is to, you may not always realize you're in it when you're in it. You may be in a place where you're just so in that energy that you're not even aware, right, of the intensity of it. That when you do pull back, when you do, like when you go to sleep at night or whatever, before bed, you can look back and go, did I have that energy today? Was I super intense today? Whatever it is. Um, what does it do for you guys? Is it an energy you want to keep? You know, it's I don't want to judge it. It's your experience. It's what you're going through. So if it works for you and that's what you want, like if you're a lawyer and you want to have that warring energy and you love debating, great. But that energy needs to be used in a healthy way, right? So that's what we're checking in on, is that we're being healthy. Um, so attacking in that energy is not healthy. Feeling it, that's a thing, right? And wanting to debate and being interested in both sides and viewpoints, that's great. But yeah, attacking with that intensity is not. So try to do your best to check yourself. Do your best to see, like, maybe ask around or ask a counselor or something of what's a good way of handling it if that's what you're going through. Okay. Um, we're going to continue on slightly. So if this is you dealing with the energy, I do feel that this alchemy card is representing change. It's represented in this mastery card, so mastery over it. And the stretching to find different ways to get out of your comfort zone. It's, this is normal for you. How do I maneuver around this so that I'm not, pushing people away? Because a lot of people don't respond well to it. They just don't. So I feel like that's what this is saying for you. For those of you that are on the other side of it, where you don't have that warring energy, but you're with someone or know someone that does, and you're experiencing it and it's difficult for you, your love, your patience, your tenderness, your grace is going to help greatly uh, transmute that energy massively. It's so easy to want to just like snap back sometimes when someone's like coming at you, but to hold back, to see that that's where they're at, and to let them be until they calm down, and then maybe talk about it calmly. um I mean, you never know, they could go right back into that energy. So it's a tough one, but doing your best, you're going to really change. It's mastery level of transmuting that energy. Okay, I do need to read up on Blue Star now, so be right back. Okay, so the Blue Star card is talking about continuing your path of light, that you come from a long line, like you're an old soul. You've had a lot of experiences that have brought you closer and closer and closer to this. You continue to ascend. You continue to learn more, do better, bring in more light, bring in more love, kind of thing. And that as you go, you're getting closer and closer to your star family, is what they're saying, what they call it. So I do feel that that's very poignant. um, my brain, guys, I'm not awake yet this morning. I don't know why I chose to just do this now, but apparently this is what's happening. Um, bear with me. So I do feel that that relates a lot to this mastery and alchemy thing. I feel that you have done this before. You have experience, not just in this lifetime, but previously, with remaining steadfast in love and light, remaining steadfast, continuing to give grace to people even when it just really seems like they don't deserve it. And it does teach a lot. It may not be a quick lesson. For some people, they take longer to like understand that you've been giving grace, right? It may even take years and you won't be aware because you're no longer around that person. But the way you are, who you are as a gentle, loving being, teaches a lot. I, guys, I have to actually, I'm going to be transparent with you. Like, this is, this is me. This is me. I have been struggling lately because I have lived such a life of always understanding their point of view, and it's okay. I get why they're behaving the way they're behaving, and like always pushing off. It's good stuff, but at the same time, I was avoiding anger, right? So I was like, no, no, I'm not allowed to be angry because I understand. I get what they're doing, even though it was still mistreatment, right? So I'm finally in this place where I'm like, anger's okay, anger's allowed. Um, but in what I just told you, I really felt like Spirit was like, yeah, you too, you too. And it's a reminder. It's a really good reminder that you are the way you are. You are a being of love. This is who your soul is. This is what you're about, and it's used to teach. And sometimes we get walked on. Sometimes we do get walked on. And I'm going to say you do need to be able to stand up for yourself. Like, this is my learning to be healthy thing. I need to learn to not just set boundaries, but keep boundaries. That's my issue, is the keeping them. And that is still loving. It's loving to yourself and it's also loving to them. And you can do it in a gentle manner, right? So it's just a reminder. It's okay that you're full of grace. It's okay that you might come across in a meek way. It's okay because it is teaching. So many people think that when we are very loving and maybe even shy or introverted, that we're weak, but we're not. That's not weakness at all. That's actually a lot of strength. It takes strength to hold your mouth shut when someone's yelling at you, right? So there's that. Okay, is there anything else, Spirit, that you wanna throw in there? Want to change the perspective on any of these cards that we're looking at? Okay, I'm being drawn to the alchemy card. There's something about a spiritual practice or ritual of some kind. I'm getting, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like you're high-fiving yourself. Um, Maybe you have a relationship, a very deep relationship with your higher self. Maybe you're very, very self-aware. Maybe you teasingly high-five yourself for some reason. I don't know, but there is something that they're pointing to, a power within that, like, you don't have an ego about, you're just aware of and you get it. And you're like, yeah, that's me. That is what I do. That's part of my purpose, right? It's like fiery hands, high-fiving, high-fiving yourself. Maybe you clap during something. Maybe that's a thing for you. Anything else? Any other cards you want to bring up? Okay, I'm being told numbers again, so I'm going to go through the numbers again for some reason. 32, 20, 44, 6, 47, 15, 3, 4, and 48. Okay, so now I'm getting something about speaking vocally, like out loud, speaking out loud. Your throat chakra, your heart into your higher self. I know this is not exactly what this represents, but this is what I'm getting. Bringing your heart out loud to your higher self. And encouragement. There's something about the I don't know how to do that, like say it scientifically, guys. I have no clue, but there's something about when you actually speak out loud. I don't know if it's like the energy, the vibration of the voice, your gift of manifestation. I don't know, but there's something about doing that that really, I don't know, it like ignites the universe to like, all right, let's go. It becomes bigger, it becomes stronger. If any of you have like the knowledge of these things, and please tell me, like I would, correct me or whatever. I'm good with that. If you understand what it is that makes that happen, I would love to hear. Okay, I'm getting that we're done. All right, guys, I truly hope that this is a blessing for you. I hope that you regularly feel seen, heard, loved, cherished, all the good things, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, oop, left that there. Pile 2 with your green Adventurine heart. See if you can get a little closer glimpse of that. Your number 37, unleash your passion. And then Taurus, Sagittarius, Libra, and Virgo, if you chose with your zodiac signs. We have a bunch of cards, so let's see if we can squish them. I'm going to try and blow the ash away there. Let's see about squishing these guys. I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Maybe. See about that. I feel like we're missing a card. Are we missing a card? Nope, those are okay. They just look alike. They are different. All right. Okay, we have hope. Soul vessel. Wow. Meditation. Protection. Purification. With fire. Thinking of you. And surface. Is there enough space down there? Alrighty. Numbers 37, 11, 28, 44, 19, 54, 29, and 14. Unleash your passion, surrender the resistance. Hope, soul vessel, meditation, protection, Purification, thinking of you, and surface. I'm getting very spiritual. This is more like not about your daily life, like the normal daily life, but your spiritual life. Yeah, like very much like leaving your body type of thing. Maybe it could be your dream life, it could be a astral project. Um, Not just with this card, but this like the soul vessel coming out, the meditation is like this coming out, nighttime up above the house, right? And then this surface, like there's a person here, person down here, like they're leaving their body or whatever. Um, that's what I'm getting currently. The perspective might change, but currently that's what I'm getting. So your spiritual life, leaving the body could just be as easy as nighttime stuff, dreams. There's something about can I have clarity, please, on these? Okay, the only thing I heard was your heart or their heart isn't in it. I don't know if that's referring to you or someone you're thinking of. Um, if it's referring to you, you know it, right? You already know. If it's someone you're thinking about, then this is telling you their heart is not in it. Although I will say, when I heard it, I connected it with this unleash your passion. Like you need to find your passion again within your spiritual life. I feel like perhaps it's become kind of this monotonous thing where it's no longer, maybe it's a little bit boring. Maybe you need to try some different things. It's also okay to have those downtimes. It is okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and also say this. I do feel you've got the protection card and purification card. Um, you've got this surface card here. There's feels like there's, sorry, I feel slightly crazy for saying it, but you know what? I've seen some crazy things. I've experienced some crazy things. I know a lot of people have, so I'm just gonna put it out there. Um, there's something you're needing protection from, spiritually speaking. There's something that might be, it's either coming in or has already been there, but you're getting attacked. I don't know if you're aware or not. I don't know, because general reading, different people. Um, and it does have something to do with the surface card, with this like it's either hidden below and you're not aware, or almost like possession kind of a thing. I don't say that to scare anybody. That, you know, words can have all these connotations in life that just because of like movies and stuff, it doesn't mean you're possessed, you're not in control of your own body, but you know, it's not a scary thing. This is just, it might be that there is an entity that is like latched onto you that you're not aware of, or you could be. But there is something that you are needing to purify, needing to remove from you. And I do. The next card that I went to is the Soul Vessel card, which in it signified this freedom, this like dispersing of like get it out of there and suddenly you're free. Again, this is not fear. We're not about that, right? This is not scary. This is life. This is things happen, spiritually things happen, energetically things happen, metaphysically, however you want to say it, things happen. And so just like in real life, this stuff exists, and it's not to be, you don't need to be scared. You don't need to be worried at all. You have this, do you not see this? You have the strength. You've got hope. You've got this soul vessel card, which is very powerful. You've got the purification card, which means it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is not just like a suggestion that they're giving you. And then you've got underneath the purification card, we're no longer looking at the words, we're looking at the sun, this burst of a sun, this clarity, this fire taking over, right? And I do feel that it is tied into somehow unleashing your passion. I don't think it's just your passion. I think that it's also your strength, your power, your own power. And then there's something that you've been going back and forth on with this card. It says surrender the resistance. And when I first got it, it went along with like the dream stuff or like the leaving the body, because it felt like they were laying down here in a bed of leaves or something. But now I'm looking at the words, just surrender the resistance, and it's catching on resistance. There's something you're flip-flopping on that you haven't like fully made decisions on. You haven't given your strength to. You're divided. Just like here, meditation, you're divided. Gonna take a sip of coffee. Also here it's showing division. There's something popping out here. Does it have to do, please, with the entity or energy that is with them? Okay, I heard both yes and no, so that's real helpful. So I think what I'm getting from that is that for some of you, it does. For some of you, there's like some kind of decision, some kind of, you're bouncing back and forth. And so this energy has the ability to knock you down because you're not solid, you're not decided, you're flip-flopping, right? So you making a decision will actually create the disbursement, will create the purification, because it can't keep knocking you down if you're solid in something. And then for those of you that it doesn't have to do with this energy or entity, it's just a matter of, there's something going on in your life that you need to make a decision about. Let's cover that for you guys. Will these cards answer, or do I need more cards? More cards. Okay, so we're gonna get more cards out. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna be using the Talisman Oracle, and let's see what happens with them. Oh, that one stuck to me, and I did feel this one as well. We have passion, which, I mean, unleash your passion, right? And change. So, what is happening in your life? Is your passion changing? Do you feel stuck in something that you're no longer passionate about? That you were, and now you're realizing it's not what you want? Do you need to change up? Are you passionate about a lot of different things and therefore you kind of like do one thing for a while and another thing for a while? Like, is it time to move on to the next? I am going to little soapbox now. Um I I don't, as an individual, me personally, I don't want to give definite answers to people. I don't think that's right, to be quite honest. Your choices are your choices to make, and everyone should take responsibility for what they decide to do. It's one thing for me to be a guiding mouth, right? To say like, okay, this is what they're bringing up. We're presenting it to you. Now it's your choice. Um, so I will tell you things that I hear for sure, but I don't, because I don't know, oh, this sounds bad, because I don't know the maturity level of who all is watching, and there's different people watching, right? So some of you are at a different stage in life than others. So I don't want to give to the people that are in this other stage over here that are a little, maybe a little more vulnerable to suggestion and all that. Um, Here's your answer, now go do it, right? That's, I'm not here to command your life. You make the decisions for your life. So that's where I stand. So I do feel, oftentimes I feel during these readings, someone's like saying, but what's the answer? What am I supposed to do? What you're supposed to do is take the guidance you're given, however you're given it, whether it's signs in your daily life or a tarot reading or some spiritual practice that you have, and make your own decision because it's your life. You have to make the decision. You don't just follow blindly what everyone else says, right? So, okay, soapbox done. So yeah, the encouragement is a changing of your passion of something. It's either moving to a new passion or changing something within the passion that you have, that you're currently involved in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ask yourself, what's my passion? I don't want to move beyond this too much. The hope card, I don't feel like I touched on it enough for you guys. Um, there's hope. This is not a negative reading. This is not, I don't want you to take it that way. Just because I mentioned some things that could possibly come across as scary, it's not. My personal belief is that everything's allowed for a reason. And even if some things seem like that should not be allowed, that's not okay, things happen and you can grow from it, right? So even if there's something in your life going on that is yucky and you don't like, you have hope still. This is not the end of the world. This is not, you don't need to fear. In fact, fear is the enemy. We don't need it. We don't need to fear. Um, you can listen to it on occasion, right? If it's telling you, like if it's helping you to discern a situation, of course. But ultimately, find your power within talk to whatever your higher power is, if you have one, and have hope about it. Have hope. There is a huge key on being solid. There was a moment with this whole, and guys, this has to do with you whether it's about an entity or a separate entity or not. There's a huge key part to this is that be solid. Be solid in your decision. The more you go back and forth, you never take a step forward. You don't move. You don't, continue. You're just stuck there. So make a decision and be solid in it. Now, it's okay to feel later on that you made the wrong choice. That's freaking life. That's just life. We can't help it. But it's okay because you made the decision and you moved forward. That's key. That's key here. Commitment. Anything specific, please, Spirit, that you want to give them? Hope again? Again? Well, okay. All right. I'm going to show you the hope card a little closer. It's a night blooming Sirius. I don't know how to say that, but it almost looks like a magnolia flower right here. It's gorgeous. It's very beautiful. This is the person that did these is a photographer, and she found plant life, and her vision for these cards was if you combined a human and the spirit of the plant, what might it look like? And it's really incredible, isn't it? I always see it as the face being here, as like this is like a nose, but her face is here. And I'll show you the other one. They're really incredible. Very meaningful. This is the Sacred Nature Oracle. And I do put all of my decks down in the description if you guys are ever interested. I don't make money off of this or anything. It's just, if you like them for yourself, go grab them. Because they're amazing, beautiful cards. I call myself a collector of colors because I love all of this. I get to look at art while I read for you guys. It's very cool. Anyway, okay, I guess that's it. Maybe that had to do with your passion. Maybe that photography, plant life, art, maybe that gave you something. I'm hopeful. Okay, guys, so much love to you. I hope that this was a blessing. I hope that you feel regularly loved and heard, understood, cherished, all those good things. I'll see you guys next time. Alrighty, pile 3 with your clear quartz heart. Your card that is number 13, trust your wisdom. And if you chose with a zodiac, Capricorn, Aries, Pisces, and Scorpio, which we will put there. I'm going to try and blow that ash away. Alrighty. Let's see what you got. I am going to go ahead and just put these under each other because we've got some big cards here. Encourage effortlessness. Okay. Deep listening. Perfectionism. The visionary. Oh. Revolution. Whoa. All right. Moonlight goddess. Harmony. And integrity. Wow. Are these all being seen? And give you your numbers: 13, 20, 42, 21, 31, 2, 3, and 43. Gosh. This is so, the energy here, guys, is so calm. It's so calm. I think that's the entire point. I mean, honestly, if we're just to give it like one word, calm. Um, so I do feel immediately these two connected, right? Encourage effortlessness, and this is perfectionism. So I do feel that like this might be a worry for you guys that you don't need to be perfect, right? That's not nobody's perfect. In fact, oftentimes we enjoy the differences, the oddities, the something that makes what's the I've lost the phrase, but um it's not handmade unless there's a flaw kind of thing, like, you know, there's mistakes or whatever. That's kind of life experiencing itself, really. But yeah, to just not worry so much about this. You don't have to appear a certain way, your art doesn't have to be a certain way. Just flow. I am not getting, with this Moonlight Goddess card, it does mention repressed emotions. I don't feel that that's to do with this pile. It's really more of this overall sense of like the peace of night. The peace of night when noise has gone away, the daily noise is gone, and you get to come be in silence, deep listening, wrapped up in the world of the stars, the darkness. I'm okay. If I'm not careful, I'm going to be lost in that and end up meditating instead of reading your pile. Okay. Coming out of that a little bit. That was lovely. You guys, oh, geez, if that's how you meditate, ooh, can I be invited? That was fantastic. Okay. I do feel when I got this card, the Revolution card, when it came out, and along with the Visionary card, um, I did not see this as like a revolution, like a turning. I saw it more as revolutionary, exciting, new, something that will affect. And same thing with visionary. It's you have something. You have something in you that's meant for others. I am being encouraged to tell you that sometimes it's not the right moment in life, so you might be feeling stagnant, a little disheartened, bored, maybe, because you're not in your purpose at the moment. Um, but it will come. It will come. This, oh my gosh, this effortlessness, guys. Like, you just stop worrying. Tap in more often to this gorgeous starry meditation thing that you've got, this energy. Don't worry about, don't worry. Stop worrying about how others are going to see you, about whether you can provide or not, whether like there's just this, they're really encouraging that right now in life, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Trust your wisdom. There's a little part of me that wanted to say, who is your wisdom? Like there's an owl, who is your wisdom? It's funny, but that's the truth as well. Like, do you have someone that you think is really wise? Go to them, trust them. It could be also your own wisdom, of course, but there's two ways to go about that. This is too calming and too quick. I feel like I need to give you guys something more. Um, all right, let me take a minute. Spirit, what else do you want to show, please? What else do they need to know? Being asked to point out the angel stuff. Some of you might have ties with angels. Maybe it's very important to you. Maybe you feel you have a guardian angel. Maybe you feel you are an angel soul on earth. There's a connection there. There's a lot of king and queen energy in this. And I don't mean partnership, I just mean like king or queen. Um I'm seeing this as like it's like this is like the chief of the tribe or something, and he's got this amazing headdress on, and just the way that he's standing and has posture wise, very regal, and it's about integrity, and that to me is being truthful to yourself and in your own power. And then you've got goddess here, just kind of queen energy. It's very strong. It's extremely strong, but gentle. It's not overpowering. I'm really getting a sense of it's a repeat of what was saying, but I think let's dive into it a little bit more. It's your purpose is coming, which is why you're not feeling the greatest right now, because you're not in it. It's so amazing to be in your purpose, right? It feels great. So, not being in it has got you a bit in a rut. You might be feeling depressed, you might be bored. Um, you might be questioning yourself, like, are you capable of anything? Or, whatever it is. There's a lot of ways this could go about, but they're really trying to impress that just go with the flow. It's okay. Go with the flow. You're gonna get through this and your time will come. It's not here yet. It will come. And until then, can we receive some like focus? Give them some focus until then, please. Because we can't just sit in a rut all the time. It's not healthy. It sucks. Um, what they are saying, what I'm hearing in regards to my question of can we give you something to focus on, is we can give you something to focus on, but you're still gonna feel not as great because it's not your purpose. You're gonna have these feelings to deal with. As long as you go into it knowing that, it's okay, right? You're gonna know, okay, well, I'm just not gonna feel like my best until I've got my purpose, and that's okay. But let's focus on this. Let's do this. Um, that can have, I've got an example for that actually. It's you might be going to school for something that isn't like your biggest passion, right? But it's a good thing to go to school, so you're doing it. Or you might be working at a job that isn't your favorite. And so it feels, but it pays the bills, right? It pays the bills. Um, there's literally, I am being told there's no action to take right now. It's, it will come and it will be effortless. It will come to you. Like it's just going to end up happening. This is not a forceful thing for you guys. It's so you just have to bide your time. And I'm sorry, that kind of sucks. It does, but know that it will be okay. One thing, again, that I am being pointed to though, is that if you do want to focus on not being a perfectionist. Um, it can be in a negative way. Because, of course, it's good. Like if you're going to put a paper forward and you're going to get a grade on it, you want it to be the best it can be, right? But don't overdo it. You don't need to kill yourself with thoughts of I have to be this way, I have to look this way, I have to present a certain way. That's not healthy, and it's not good for you. It's not going to benefit you in any way. Sorry, taking a sip of coffee. Every time I sip out of that thing, it's got a, here, I'll show you guys. It's got like a lid on it, and it makes a little squeak sound. Maybe go into more of your spiritual life, practice your deep listening, your meditation, give that more time, perhaps. Bring in the little joys. If you know that this is just the way it's going to be for a little while, you can still have little joys. You can still, do you like gardening? Go take care of a plant. Like give yourself little moments. And let it be mindful moments. Do you enjoy coffee or tea? When you're making it, be mindful of it and pay attention and know that this is one of my joyful moments. Oh God, you guys. The image I just got. Um, it's almost like your soul is in solitary confinement, and then the door is gonna be open, and you're gonna like burst out, like, okay, I'm ready, let's go. It was just this. As soon as the door's open, you're ready to go. You're ready now, but something on earth is not, right? Something with the energies, what they're doing behind the scenes that we're not aware of is not ready. So, yeah, you have to just kind of hang out for a bit. Hang out. Find things you enjoy doing and just give that some focus. It's bursting out like that. Anything specific, Spirit? A new card. A new card. Okay, I gotta go find some. Hold on. I will be right back. Okay, got out the Shaman's Dream Oracle. That's what they were calling for at this deck. It's a lot of cards and I have little hands, so it's gonna be a little bit messy. Oh, well. Okay, we'll just do that immediately. Will-o'-the-Wisp. Treasures Hidden in the Shadows, number 62. Okay. Let's look at the book on that one. Will-o'-the-Wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but, though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Will-o'-the-wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray, or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden, at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here's where you will learn about your own unmaking, to unmask yourself. Love what you discover, dark or light. See it all as divine, and find a quiet thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? That's fun. It's like you get to go on a little treasure hunt. That's awesome, guys. I do feel that it ties into, again, this like visionary and deep listening card, and into that space that you were in, or I was in with you. The look for more. Look for more. Practice your spirituality. Look for more. Let them talk to you through your imagination. Some of us have a hard time with that. Others do not. So if that's easy for you, awesome. If it's not easy for you, open up. Decide to say, okay, I'm going to give this time frame. I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to judge it. I'm just going to let it be. And then afterwards, I'll take a look at it and see how I feel. But yeah, let them talk to you through your imagination. See what happens. Okay. Is there anything else? No. They just said, no, that was your focus we gave you since you were kind of wanting one. Okay, guys. I truly hope that this has been a blessing for you. I hope that you regularly feel seen and heard and loved and cherished and all those good things. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.